Happy Aloha Sunday, everybody. This is August 15th. Glenn and Reid here from Hawaii Trading Academy. This is the weekly watch list where we go over our trade ideas this week. So this is something you guys can refer to, follow our trades, whether you take it or not. If you see the opportunity, you can capitalize on it. So let's jump in. I have the S&P right now, indice. So it made new highs on Friday, 44.63. On today's open pre-market, we had a slight gap down. So let me zoom into a 4-hour, really small amount. So we closed at about 44.59. Today we opened up at 44.56, so very small gap down. Nothing too significant for me as a trader, as I do have positions in this market, and so I will continue to be long bias there. Let's go to the NQ Nasdaq. Well, I'm drawing these little fibs, all right? So this is something we can go over later in our trading academy, the use of fibs. So let's just see, since I already have it up, 50% retracement is showing a sign of support for price. So let's take that out of the equation. Just remember that price had a new high back in the 5th, and it's kind of been sideways, so it's a little tricky. So when it's range bounding like this, be mindful of your entries and keep your stops, be attentive to them, and right now I'm in it and I'm letting positions ride out, seeing how it is. My stops are tight for this particular market. Let's look at gold. Got some crazy action last week. It's a 4-hour chart. Crazy bar here. Looks like it had a long wick, close high, and then we're developing we haven't had any lower lows yet. We're just creating a higher high here, higher low, higher high. So it may be a good case for gold to be rebounding towards the upside. Let's look at the...
Glenn, do you actively trade the gold?
No, not right now. I mean, it's I used to trade it, but I like to keep an eye on it because it's one of those markets that do move. I do have hard gold stored away, so that's something that I consider.
Awesome.
But it is a great product to trade in the futures markets. Let's go to the Euro Pound. Last week I had a setup entry to go short because it broke out. Had these bars here, but I got stopped out. Price pulled back. It is what it is, and I will be on the sidelines now. Euro USD, same thing. I was a short bias last week, but despite this big green bar close higher, I got knocked out. And so but I did re-enter to go short, because to me the overall trend is still short and my stop is really tight. So this is gonna be something to just manage over time. What was that other market I was looking at? A lot of the dollar pairs are moving similarly. I was looking at Euro Swiss. This is something. So looks like it's range bounding. Dollar Swiss looks like it's range bounding, but we have a nice price was creeping up, crazy big bar pullback here, and we'll see what happens here. Because of the way that this candle formed, it could be some sort of pivot point, the way you translate it. But we'll see. It'll be on my watch list as well. And finally, let's look at the Bitcoin futures. Making new ways. Closed daily on Friday, 47,500. New high. So, let's go. It's going. Same thing with Ether futures. Where'd it go? ETH. Chugging along, man. ETH is much more cleaner. Definitely lots of opportunity. So if you are into crypto, it is moving in that direction, guys. Take your opportunities.
I'm looking at AUD yen for my first trade, continuing with a bear movement here. It is in a corrective nature, so I just want to take my time with it, wait for it to really show stronger bearish volume. Right now it's a little low, bottom right here. Moving on to euro dollar. I believe that we are like overall in a bearish trend, but there's a pullback that I would like to capitalize on. And so as long as this continues to form like a descending nature like this, I will be looking for buys, but very temporary buys up to like the 50 EMA here. Moving on to pound USD. Pound USD still also bullish. It's a little more cleaner on the daily with this descending channel here, but the EMA is in the way, so I want a solidified movement up with a close over the daily 50 EMA for my bias to be completely bullish. But it looks like it's forming nicely to go bull. Got some minor bull volume here, low bear volume, even though we had strong bear candles, and then we had bull candles, bull volume with bull candles right before it. And it's breaking above the EMAs on the 4 hour, come down to the 1 hour. It looks like it may be good temporary buy as well, up to the 1.399 level. Finally, looking at dollar yen short for myself. I like this bear momentum here, this strong bear movement. And this is a position I'm looking at. I just need a little bit more price action to show me some ascending nature, and then I'll go lower or enter short. Finally, crypto, looking at some crypto stock, crypto pairs. This is a position I took earlier last week on the 10th. Went long right before they announced they're upgraded to their system or their algorithm, and got it nicely with the descending channel here. And it was a nice buy, scaled out a little bit around this area last night. So currently I'm just long on that. As Glenn stated with Bitcoin, and that was ADA or Cardona previously. So as stated before, Glenn talked about Bitcoin breaking out into recently new highs to the 4,700 level, 47.7. Looks still to be bullish. Come back to the 64,000 level soon if it maintains this bullish momentum. One thing I just wanted to point out is like Bitcoin was it was like the anchor to all crypto, but with Bitcoin being a more legacy crypto, or like kind of like the US dollar, it's like at the foundation though that's holding everything together. It's nice to see like cryptocurrencies like ADA and Ethereum moving so rapidly on its own, even without the same momentum as Bitcoin. But that being said, overall, Bitcoin did make a bull move. So it kind of allowed room for Ethereum and ADA to move. So it's just something that I'll be looking at to try to be long-term holder, long-term bias on these cryptocurrencies. Other than that, that's all I have right now.
You know, when you were talking about how for Cardona, they mentioned that they had a new update to their system. And what I thought about, I was like, oh, that's like stocks when they report your earnings report, yeah?
It could, because they're always going to have to keep updating. I feel like they're going to have to keep adapting to the times.
Yeah,
So
dude.
because there's going to be hackers, there's always, I mean, blockchain is an unreal technology. Even I have hard terms grasping it, but all I know, it's really hard to hack. But if they want it to keep it that way, hackers are going to get smarter. So institutions will have to get smarter and put more money into that blockchain to increase security and everything. So yeah, you're absolutely right, man. Like that could be the new, these upgrades could be the new
Earnings report.
thing. Yeah, their new earnings report.
It's very interesting, and
Yeah,
that's cool,
very
man.
interesting.
It's cool that you pointed that out. So TradingView shows that kind of announcement, or
Uh,
just like how they were mentioning
no,
in the news.
it
Oh, they
so
don't.
yeah, so TradingView does have news announcement at the bottom, but as far as crypto goes, I don't have any earnings or like any update whatsoever on crypto. They may have it, so I don't want to be wrong about that, but it was more like outside news saying like this update's been coming and it finally took place. So that's why we see this strong bullish move.
Hmm.
But yeah, keep an eye.
Very
We're
good.
Glenn and I are both like getting more involved into the crypto sphere, so be on track with that. It's what's cool about it. It's just another market, so we could apply our same strategies and the same mindset, and you could apply it to cryptocurrency, and it's gonna work out. So yeah,
Yes, it will. 100%, guys. 100%. So definitely keep that in mind and stick together with us as we just continue to lay out more content for you guys to learn from and apply to your trading record, your trading career. That was our weekly watch list. Stay tuned for Topic Tuesdays. We're going to be going over some new content again. And tune in live. It's going to be on Zoom. If you don't have if you're not on our email list yet, subscribe at hawaiitradingacademy.com, and that way you'll get put on the list and you'll get notified when we do that. So have an awesome trading week, guys. Trade safe.
blast off.
Shoots.